I said, live in America. What's up, Rock?
What up?
Tuesday.
It is Tuesday, Rich. It is Tuesday, and we are live.
Yeah, the camera's not on, so you guys just hold your horses.
Well, we're not fucking ready to go yet. You still have the intro to do, and that's right, people. Intro number 2.
Yeah, we
get this week. We got 2 new ones, and here's the second one from our boy Copycat Productions. We love that guy. Does amazing work for us. And that's it. Hit the music.
The Super Ugly Show is up and running.
Hell
yeah.
man.
This is the Super Ugly Show.
Hi. Everything in my life now, it kind of like, I guess I'm going to have to let this off on Tuesday because this is my therapy.
I'm with you.
This is the kind of conversation that...
That's what you get.
This is the juicy stuff. Yeah. All you people that watch a fucking derelict, unintellectual fucking idiots, and I love all you.
I fucking love you jerks.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You know how we do. We want to keep you happy. We're gonna make you happy. And if you have that much of a problem with all this shit that's going on, be Amish. Like, why even step foot into any kind of public if you're gonna be offended by everything?
Let's do this. Me and you, bud.
He said that he wished my plane crashed.
Who said that?
You did.
Did I?
Yes.
You just want to enjoy the entertainment of people's misery. We all do. It's fun.
Dude, you're the biggest asshole. Dude, seriously, I love you though. I really do.
It's a nice day and the butterflies are flying around.
People let you just put Scarface and Harry and Henderson in the same fucking bracket. Dude, am I going fucking am I fucking nuts? Am I in a fucking nut house right now?
Ooh, remix on that shit, Copycat. Whoa, that is fire right there.
Dude, I'm watching that like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Dude, someone,
I'm like, be Amish. I'm like,
yeah,
what the
I don't know what
fuck
that
am I
even
talking
means.
about?
I don't even know what that means. But the other day, I was in a brand fan group, and anyone who was in that conversation, and if you're checking us out tonight, thank you. I appreciate it. But one guy wrote, he goes, I really like the part where you tell Richie you hope he loses his arm in a work accident. Remember in one of the old intros?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I like that part too. My favorite thing in the intro was how quick I was, where you were like, I'm going through some changes. And I was like, yeah, what, menopause?
Yeah.
Oh, I had that fucking fired out instantly. That was a good one. But welcome, everybody. It's Tuesday night, Super Ugly Show.
What's up, everybody out there in the chat, watching at your house or wherever the fuck you guys are?
If you're listening to us on the brand and you're listening to the audio version only, or if you're watching us on the brand, we're live every Tuesday night starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. Search Super Ugly Show. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. You get alerted as soon as we go live every single week. And there's another show right after this one that you would want to stay
Make sure
tuned
you
for.
hit the bell.
Yeah, that's
Hit
the biggest
the
part.
bell,
But
it tells you every time we're about to air something.
yeah,
It gives you a
and
little...
sometimes we just pop up.
Yeah.
You never know. Like me and Jess did that Kobe Bryant thing when he passed away. We were like one of the first people live that day. So, you want to hit that bell. And
Like you were right there on the accident scene.
dude, we were fucking immediate. I got the news and I was like, let's go downstairs. But Unfiltered Marriage is on also live every Tuesday night too. So you want to check that out. All right, guys. What is up? Let's talk about the big fucking fight. Richie last week, all confident in his boy, and I told him,
Yeah.
no fucking way. Fury's got this. And what happened, Rich? Tell me what
Dude,
happened.
I'm watching this fight. I'm like, this guy don't know how to
You
fucking
didn't
fight.
even answer my text. I texted Richie. I'm like, what's up with your boy? I got nothing.
I didn't even look at my phone because I knew I was going to get... Bro, I told so many people, too. I'm like, he's going to get fucking knocked out or fucking whatever. He's gonna knock him out. And... Dude, I'm like, this guy can't fucking throw a punch. He's stumbling everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
Well, Tyson Fury, and I was actually listening to Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan actually pointed this out to me, at least. Tyson Fury figured out the way to beat him. And in the last fight, when Fury got knocked down, he immediately got up. Well, didn't immediately, but when he got up, he started charging Wilder. And he noticed backing up or stagnant, Wilder's got nothing.
Yeah.
He needs to be moving forward. He's like a fucking shark.
Yeah.
He can't work without moving forward.
Yo, you know what's so weird? how I fight. I love punching on the retract. You know, when you're backing up and punching, like certain people, you know.
Yeah, but you're long enough to do that. I mean, so are they. But when you're fighting a guy that's bigger than you,
some people, it's like a preference. He can't fight.
Well, Tyson
backing
Fury's 6'9", dude. Yeah. He's huge.
Yo, he was laying into him that fucking weight that I was like, why is he gaining weight? Fucking duh.
Dude, he was 50 pounds heavier than him.
He was laying on him. He was fucking carrying him. This guy was tired. Yo, what's the excuse?
Oh, my favorite thing, dude. Not just the worst excuse in boxing, the worst excuse in sports history.
Why do you think I was singing?
Wait, hold on. He wrote, "I have no excuses."
Yeah. After the fight, he goes, "I don't want to make any excuses in the ring." But then he came up with this, and this is the type of excuse he gave was like if Apollo Creed came back to life and was like, "How did I lose that fight? You know, well, maybe I shouldn't have done the song and dance routine." You know, and everyone was like, "Yeah, that was probably."
Yeah.
Wilder's excuse was I had a 40-pound costume on.
Yeah,
and my legs were tired.
And his legs were tired.
My legs were tired because, well, why'd you wear the 40-pound costume?
Yeah.
Why'd you do the song and dance, Apollo?
Yeah.
You should know better as a 40-plus fighter, as a 40-fight fighter.
You've seen Rocky IV.
Yeah.
You know not to do the James Brown.
Don't fucking expel all this energy before you even get in the fucking ring.
Everybody's seen Rocky IV, man.
And I mean, not for nothing, you can't walk with 40 pounds for a few minutes. You're a fucking heavyweight who trains daily. Like, don't they train with weight vests? Most of these guys.
Yeah.
Yo, like you can't walk around with 40 pounds.
And listen,
he walked. He didn't run.
Dude, my kid walks around with a 40-pound backpack.
He walked straight.
But
took it off.
Honestly, as far as like good ideas, this guy's corner has no ideas and no plans for this guy. Obviously,
because his whole plan is land the one punch.
They didn't say a fucking word to him.
Because
again,
corner. Rich, he's never had a plan.
Rocky, they didn't say a word to him in the corner.
They do. They knew this is over. There's nothing to say to him.
Even if you were in the corner and I don't know what to say to you,
it'd be like, you gotta do something.
Keep your hands up. Yeah, keep your hands up. Yeah,
you gotta go
motivation.
First. You gotta be first.
That's his fault. Again, that's his fault. That's your people. You pay them.
If all of them
would have been fired. The moment I walked to that corner, you're all fucking fired. Done.
I don't know, man.
You don't say nothing. You don't say you got this, champ. Wake the fuck up. What are you doing?
They didn't say anything like that.
They didn't say anything.
He's busting your fucking ass out there.
I didn't watch it. I didn't pay attention to that.
Bro, they didn't say nothing to him.
No.
They didn't say a fucking word. Exactly. Honestly, you guys are no good. All of you, get the fuck out of my gym.
Like, look at Tony Duke in fucking Rocky IV when Rocky's fucking getting his ass kicked before he cut the Russian. You know, he was like, no, when he did cut the Russian. No, before. I see 3 of them out there.
Yeah, hit the one in the middle.
Right, hit the one in the middle. Yeah. You know, like, and then he was, you got this. Fucking get out there. Go. Yeah. You got to amp your guy up.
Even Diego Sanchez's corner is better than this.
But just to say nothing.
Yeah, you heard about that or no?
Not yet. Okay. We'll get there. Let's finish this stuff because I did hear his name brought up recently.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
All right. Other than that, but these corner guys didn't say a word to
Are they always his corner guys? Same guys?
I would think so. Yeah.
And they didn't have nothing for him. It's such a fucking horrible thing.
Hey Tyson, you outclassed the bum, huh? He murdered it. I mean, it was a clinic. 7 rounds straight. Bleeding from his ear. I mean, that's gonna fuck you up. You know,
you see him stumbling to his right.
Yeah, that ear was fucked up, and that was right in the first round. He claims he got punched in the back of the head. There was no punch in the back of the head, and then he started blaming the ref. He's like, the ref this, the ref that. It's like, dude, the ref took a point from Fury before a warning. Yeah. Before a warning, he took a point away.
No, did he explode his eardrum or anything?
Yeah, he hit him with a right, and it popped his left eardrum. He was bleeding pretty good from his left
profusely.
ear. Yeah, it was pretty.
That hurts.
Yeah.
And then the singing afterwards. What was that about?
What do you mean?
Oh, you didn't see Fury singing the day the music died?
No, I didn't catch it.
Dude, he did like the whole fucking song, and it's like an 8-minute song. That shit is long.
How about the blood licking?
Awesome. Loved it. Dude, I loved everything that Tyson Fury did.
Yeah.
I said it last week. that he was going to do this?
Yeah,
Because
he really did. See, I missed that.
He licked the
I
blood.
watched it. I thought they were kidding when they
He gave $9 million
I don't think
away.
he really licked any blood. He put his tongue out close to his neck, but I don't think he actually
Yeah,
Yeah,
licked
he
them.
Learned a lot. That wrestling stunt he learned.
Yeah,
He learned a lot. A little.
I heard he gave his shit to charity, his
Yeah,
winnings to
$9
charity.
million.
Probably, dude. Now he got that Saudi money too. He didn't just get regular wrestling money. He got Saudi wrestling money.
No,
Did
but
he really?
Yes,
yeah, what
dude.
Saudi?
He went to Saudi.
Did
Did he
him,
really?
him and
Yeah,
Braun
right.
Strowman.
That
Yeah,
was last time.
he didn't get just
What was
making.
that?
But see all
That's
that-
not WrestleMania money either.
Yeah.
That's
That's
Saudi
Saudi.
money.
Is
Is the
he a
next level
showman like
shit.
that? Like doing that shit, or you?
Yeah,
you think that shit out?
yeah. He
That's money-
likes to.
that's money from sheets.
He's a gypsy. He was raised a
Ah,
gypsy.
yeah.
He was raised to fight. His father raised him from when he was born to fight.
Harder than a coffin nail.
Yeah, but he's a gypsy. He's a gyppo. Those guys are fucking like Mickey from Snatch.
Yeah, yeah.
But the rematch now is going to happen. Wilder had the decision
Watch-
that he got to pick it. Now,
Watch Fury fucking doesn't know how to box this time and gets knocked out.
that's what I was just going to say. I don't want Fury to fuck this up. You can now cement yourself as a great heavyweight by don't do what everyone does, wins the belt and stops training and takes it lightly. And I figured him out. I got this.
Hold on.
No,
Time out.
train harder than you've ever trained
I
before
know, but
for the
listen,
next 4 months,
if-
and then whoop his ass. And then
Rock, if you can't punch on the retract, me and you, I'm going to show you how to fucking throw a few punches on the retract. We're going to go over it until you're so good at it that your timing is fucking
Wilder's got
impeccable.
no grace.
And you're going to knock this guy out.
Wait, they're gonna have a rematch, those two?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Of course.
Yeah.
So,
And you think he's gonna lose?
no,
listen, honestly, this fucking thing could go back and forth for however long
I don't
they
think
want.
so. Fury's
He
got his
annihilated-
number, bro. He
Bro, he
annihilated. This wasn't a
annihilated him.
close fight.
Well,
This
he
was
like-
7-round domination.
I know.
Multiple knockdowns.
Yeah, I know.
Like toyed with him, made him look like a fool.
gotta
And
come
like
back
I
a whole new
said,
person.
made him look like the fighter I've always said this guy was. Because I said once he gets in there with a boxer, 9 out of 10 times the boxer's going to beat the slugger.
Yeah.
Look at Floyd Mayweather. Perfect example. He's a boxer. He's fought 1,000,000 sluggers and none of them even came close to winning. Fury will beat this guy every time as long as he doesn't get lazy.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't get lazy and he goes in there and does the same fucking thing he did the other night, he's got it.
Unless he knows how to fight on the
No,
retract.
and this is my point. Wilder you can't teach him new tricks. You can't teach him new tricks to begin with. And now he's not a fighter that fights backing up. He goes forward. His power's going forward.
Yeah.
He has no power backing up.
Well,
so
we'll
you can't
see.
teach him now. It's like me being like Rich. From now on, you're gonna cut hair left-handed.
I could learn it though. You know,
In 6 months,
they're not.
and be just as good on a level that you're just as good.
You think this fight's going to be in 6 months?
Yes. How long do you think they're gonna wait?
What they wait last time?
By
Like 2
October the
years?
latest, 2 years. That fight was 6 months ago, dude.
What?
Not even.
What fight?
The last one.
It wasn't 6 months ago.
It was not fucking 2 years ago. Are you crazy?
Find
Rich
out.
is like a dog. He has no track of time.
His dementia, like I said last week, is fucking kicking in heavy, dude.
Dementia.
It was 2019. It was 2019. I know that.
Well, look it up.
I am.
Hey, what else happened this week?
All right. Hold on. Where's the first one?
Yeah, Kobe Bryant's funeral is about a month long.
Oh, it was 2018, but December 2018. So it was almost exactly a year.
Okay.
A year and a couple months.
Yeah.
You brought up Diego. I was still on fighting stuff. We're getting to the Kobe's
yeah.
thing. Trust me. I got a lot of stuff on that.
All right. Well, Rogan kind of pointed out that Diego's corner is this guy that like he's the kind of guy that will like push the heavy bag and like do like the step out of the way.
Yeah.
They were like making fun of him, and it's called Rogan's like smear campaign against like Diego's corner or whatever.
Now,
you know?
isn't Diego with what's their face? Duke Rufus and them?
No, it's he's got some corner guy that does everything now. He's got
Like a shaman almost, right?
yeah. Now he does everything, and how they were talking to him in the corner, it was like their own language, but he was like saying, like just kind of like weird like yoga like phrases
Okay,
and
yeah.
shit. And people were just like, "What the fuck?"
Well,
is
maybe it's like his center, like, like his peace, and like it
Yeah.
calms him and shit.
But a lot of people don't realize that Diego's kind of like a weird dude. Like,
He's very weird.
He's a weird.
He
kinda
stopped
guy.
doing the yes coming to the ring, right? He doesn't
Yeah.
do that anymore.
Yeah. Diego
For anyone
says-
who doesn't know what we're talking about, you might have seen him. He used to go to the octagon, and as he would walk down,
Scream.
he would be screaming, "Yes! yes.
Yes.
The whole way from the moment he
Very-
hit the curtain to the fucking cage, he'd be screaming yes. So
Very weird guy. Like, he's the type of guy that like he's like if you was to take him from like an ancient time and put him in today, like he's very fucking weird.
he would be like that guy, like that, like everyone would be like, "Oh, listen to that crazy motherfucker," but like maybe he knew what he was talking about.
Yeah,
but
because he's so fucking good that he does have some kind of insight, and you don't know what it is, but don't fuck with him because he's a maniac.
yeah. Like
But,
if he didn't fight, he'd probably be in a psychiatric home.
So a lot of people were getting on his corner about how they talk to him, but it's like, dude, this is their
That's
own
his,
language.
yeah, that's his
you
shit.
know,
Like, why would people get on him for that?
Yeah, because they thought that he didn't know like
But
what he
you
was talking
need
about. but-
your like. Not everyone's the same, and you need your comfort zone when you're in your corner. Like, especially if you're in a tight position or you're losing. You know, you want those people there that know the right thing to say, that can calm you and center you and, you know, get you in the right headspace.
Yeah.
Because you start losing a fight, man, your head starts going a million miles an hour and you're like, what the fuck am I going to do?
That
This
guy
guy's
that trains
killing me.
with you every day knows what to say to you more than fucking anybody
Then,
else.
then you would even know what to
so-
say to yourself looking outside in.
Yeah. So you know, whatever. It is what it is, and I'm not gonna knock fucking knock Diego corners.
No, but who else is saying shit? Like Rogan's really going after him for it or just teasing?
No, he just mentioned a few things and whatever. But now it got like to where a lot of people are bringing it up, and or Hawani and everybody else.
Ariel
and-
Hawani, I don't like him.
Yeah, he's
I don't
starting
like
shit.
him. I don't
He's
like
such
him.
a fucking instigator.
He's like a little bitch, like gossiper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like his whole fucking thing. I like that Ocho Cinco was at the last press conference for Connor. Did you see that? Chad Ocho Cinco.
No, tell
He
me.
works for Barstool Sports now.
Okay.
So he'll go to live events and do interviews. Like he was at the Wilder fight, and there's a video online. It's actually pretty funny. He walks in and he's got somebody with a cell phone camera filming him. You know. So he walks in and it's Tyson's like whatever. I don't know what it was. It looked like a dressing room, but I don't know why Tyson would have a dressing room. But either way, he walks in and he's like, "Hey, Mike, what's up?" And Mike knows him, obviously. So then all of a sudden, Mike sees the guy with the camera. He starts walking over him. He's like, "Hey, man, who the fuck are you?" And Chad's like, "Yo, no, he's with me." He's like, "Oh, my bad, man. Sorry." He didn't shake the guy's hand or nothing. He looked at Chad. He was like, "My bad, I didn't know he was with you." And then started talking to Ocho Cinco again.
Yeah.
But imagine the split second of fear that the guy with Tyson is walking up to you angrily going, "Who the fuck are you?" You know what I mean? Like,
Yo, so who was saying? Usman. Usman was on a thing, right? And he was like, I'm with Mike Tyson, and being next to Mike Tyson is like being right next to like a lion.
yeah.
Like when you're sitting right next.
Nobody's
to Mike
even
Tyson,
going to think about
Dude,
fucking
did you,
with that.
Yeah,
All
it's,
right.
it's like being next to a real lion.
Yeah,
Well, you
wasn't-
guys have experienced being next to Mike Tyson.
It's like you don't want to be that close to him. It's really
He
weird.
wasn't he like I thought he was so small.
No.
He's 5'10", dude.
I don't know. I was just thinking this yesterday.
He's small for a heavyweight, yes.
I was thinking, and he was
He's old.
And he's
I'll
older.
never forget this weed smell. Complete. As soon as he
And he
walked in that
kind of
room,
he
dude.
doesn't stand straight either. I've noticed. Mike always kind of stands like
Yeah.
like
He was
kind of
stoned off
closed
his
up.
ass.
Well, yeah.
He smelt it. I said first thing.
Well,
I
he's
said
in
to
the
him.
weed game now. Like
Yeah.
he's got a company
I mean-
that he deals with and shit.
Yo, I was thinking this yesterday because I was watching. Easily the biggest aura of like you like holy shit when he walked in that ring. When he walked in that room.
Yeah, Mike.
I think the only person I would actually think would be bigger than that. I was thinking about this yesterday because I was watching Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you got like as soon as like Tyson came in, you were just like, oh my god, like
Yeah.
that's. And then I was watching
Fucking
Jordan
Tyson.
talk, and I'm like watching. I'm like, yeah, I think
Like
you
maybe
have
like
that
Tom
fucking-
Brady also is on that level.
Yeah.
Dude, it was a. I'm not kidding. You got like a crazy aura. You're like, this is the coolest motherfucker in the world. Like, this is, you know.
Like
what
I would
That's
kind of be
fucking
like
Mike Tyson,
I would
dude.
kind of be like on edge though. Like now he's very calm, but you still never know like when that moment's
Yeah.
gonna come where he just goes fucking wild because he's like a wild pit bull once he's
Yeah.
loose. It's
Yeah.
like yeah, you stop him.
I'm telling you,
you fucking
Yeah.
stop him.
Like,
no,
I ain't stopping him.
I ain't
dude,
doing nothing.
I mean, I could consider. I was probably as close as he was. I was probably standing right here, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We were as close. to
You
me
were
as Tom
behind
Brady
him,
Tyson.
like, over there.
right next to him.
Yeah.
And he was. I'm not even kidding. Like, he was fucking because he was like just blurting out shit and laughing at his own shit.
Yeah.
But he was cool though.
Yeah, but you could tell he was still like a little weird,
Off.
a little off. he
Well,
wasn't
because
very
he's
like.
probably nervous because he's got to have like this just thing of like, who's gonna be the asshole that fucks with me, and now I gotta fucking,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Well,
Like
his key, like he doesn't have like a connection to like the room or anything where he's gonna start just talking and like be comfortable.
and he hasn't lived in the real world for since 1985. He hasn't lived in the real world. So you're talking 35 plus years of being Mike Tyson.
I would just
I
tell
feel like for
someone
him,
else.
it's only comfortable for him with like two people in like a small room. Or
Yeah,
a few
probably the
in a
two people
small
he's
room.
really cool with. and-
Yeah, if when because there's there's a room like a wide open area.
Not to
and you-
compare myself as an athlete, but probably the same mentality of I don't want all these people around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm the same way where I'm like I don't need 10 people here.
Yeah.
Like this is good.
Yeah.
You know, like this is cool right here.
That's
Well,
the
you
way
know,
he
you
was.
get like and you don't know anybody's
A motive.
Motive.
And he's been fucked over
yeah.
harder
And
than
you just
most.
don't trust any like you know
No,
what I
you
mean?
can't.
No,
You can't.
his trust went out the window a long fucking time ago when everyone fucking robbed him
It's
blind.
like even when you go out somewhere, you feel you're like at a table with a lot of people. You don't know fucking. You know what I mean?
See,
Like,
I wouldn't. I think I would isolate myself, kind of like fucking what Eminem does, where it's just like I'm gonna buy my palace and just be there, and I don't really need to go places. Like I don't want to be in public, like around people and shit.
I mean, like I said, I was like on stage with him next to him. His guy was like in the middle. It was him, me, him, his guy in the net. I was really close though, but like you said the same thing. You don't know. Like I could be like a fucking lunatic and just like he was very. You could see he just sat there and he was just like.
Yeah.
The Kobe Bryant thing went on. This guy's funeral, like you said, John's been going on for like 3 weeks.
Ridiculous.
What do you
I
mean?
mean, they had another memorial. I guess like this was like the public memorial at the Staples Center.
Okay.
Thousands and thousands of people showed up, celebrities and everybody. First thing I want to bring up is Beyonce is arguably the biggest cunt maybe ever.
What happened?
Here's what happened. She opens the show singing 2 songs, and every photographer was specifically told, you cannot take pictures of her. Everyone else was allowed to take pictures other than Kobe's kids. No one else was like, don't take pictures. The only person that said you can't take pictures was Beyonce. She was like, no one's allowed. So all the photographers had to sit there, and they had a person walking around to make sure nobody took pictures of her.
What did she sing?
Halo and something else, I don't know. But, like, what the fuck is wrong? Probably because that one fucked up picture of her that's out there. You know, the one where she's all tight and shit and she looks crazy. But you know what? Just roll with it. Laugh it off. Michael Jordan made a joke about his crying meme during his speech.
Yeah.
Like,
that was fucking great.
you know, like, laugh it off and move on. Like, you're such a fucking diva that now you won't let anyone take pictures of you other than your own picture people that you hire. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, that's
Fuck
Unless you look
you.
promoted or something. And so
I saw a video of her
Right.
dancing at something. It was some after party of something, and she's dancing, and some guy was just kind of like filming, you know, not directly filming them, but was.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Jay walks over and is like,
yeah. They fucking both of them are just.
it's like, fuck
Well, the
off,
kid-
man.
The kid wasn't with her, right? Maybe no.
No, she was singing on
I
stage.
mean, I can understand the kid thing, but then you know what? Don't bring your kids around.
But it's like, what the fuck, man? Like, Christina Aguilera, Alicia Keys, all fine with it. Every athlete that was up there, all fine with it. But you, like, you're not, like, fuck you. You're not special the way you think you are.
Well,
and
she thinks.
and you're not going to protect your image. Everyone now thinks you're a fucking cunt for
Yeah.
doing this. No one's like, she, you know, well, she's got a right to, yeah, I guess she does have a right, but no one else is doing that. Fuck
Yeah.
you. Like, that's weak. And now let's talk about the actual memorial. Watching Vanessa Bryant up there, I was listening to it because I was at work, so I didn't really watch it. I was listening to a lot of it, but every now and then I would click in. And the moment I would click in, just, you get that feeling of like, like I would get that feeling of I'm about to well up. You know what I mean?
Why his wife was talking?
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
just she's talking about her 13-year-old daughter who just passed and her husband and you know how much they loved each other and the things he did for her. He bought her the real dress from the Notebook.
Really?
And the book, like one of the books used in the movie for Valentine's Day one year, you know, it's her favorite movie.
Yeah.
So like she's talking about stories like that and you're just like, "Oh my god, like whatever he did, like they loved each other though." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he didn't do it out of I don't love my wife. He did it because he's Kobe Bryant and he fucking can.
Yeah.
You know, but he really loved this chick and you're just like, "God damn, man, like that's just brutal." And then my goat, my childhood hero goes up there, Michael Jordan, and he starts crying, and then I immediately, again, I'm like, I can't watch Mike cry. I'm like, I can't, and it started making me like again. So I'm like, I gotta fucking turn this off.
What did Mike say?
You know, like you get, like you guys, you know, when he's talking. Well, it was him, but like he's talking, and he's talking about like.
Do you see?
Hold
Hold on. Hold on.
Fucking face.
Hold on.
He dodges the mic.
He literally puts it here.
I know. I don't want it like right here. When I'm
But
talking.
that's how it
I want
works.
it like here. You can't.
That's
hear
how
me
it.
then.
No, you had it here, dude.
You gotta
keep
talk
hitting
into it, bro.
Come, I'm trying to be like as calm as possible with you, dude. Like,
Okay,
why?
what am I getting fired?
No,
No,
you
but
can't.
no,
You're
but
supposed to talk into the
if
mic.
you're gonna do the show,
Yo,
talk
so-
into it, please.
It was sad when he was talking about like they.
What did
text
Mike
him.
say?
He kept calling him like his little brother. He was like, "You're my little brother," and he was like, "You would call me or text me at 3 a.m, you know." And at one point, he was like, "Did you know at 12 years old, you know, that you wanted to be this?" And da-da-da. He was like, "At 12 years old, I wanted to play baseball."
Yeah.
He's like, "I didn't even think about basketball at 12 years old,"
Yeah.
and they had to laugh about it. And then he was like, "You know, I told my wife I wouldn't come up here and cry. You know, now I'm going to be another crying meme for the next few years."
Really?
So he made a joke about that, but I've never actually seen like, you know. Like, I saw him cry when he won titles, and I was young, though.
No, he's
Yeah.
balling,
So, like,
dude.
but you
Yeah.
see
He
him,
got
you
up
see
there,
him
his
being
eyes were
human.
fucking-
But now, watching Michael Jordan as an adult, having kids, being married, him
Yeah.
talking about Kobe, a
being
person he
human.
respected, I was like, oh, I can't watch this. Like, this
Yeah.
tears me up,
because
man.
he
Like,
probably, like he said, was like as tight as like they were like you. I think
It was
they
like
were
a little
really-
brother thing.
Yeah, because he was. You could see when he was talking.
Well,
how
if
he-
you remember-
he was trying to be a better person.
yeah.
learning from
If
Jordan.
you remember the first All-Star
Family
game for
stuff.
Kobe, Jordan fucked with him. He pulled off his jumper as he was walking on the court, and they had like a little laugh. And you know,
Yeah.
even from back then, Jordan saw something in this kid. And you look at Kobe's game, and it's no fucking.
Oh, of course.
It's
You
no
can see
question where he got his style from. I
Yeah.
mean, there's the famous video online where they do it side to side, and the jump shot's identical.
They do a lot of things. Even the
The tongue,
expressions,
the way he
everything.
cuts, the way he everything. He
Yeah.
is like a clone of Michael Jordan. It's
Yeah.
pretty crazy. He's not as good, but he's pretty damn close. He's the
Yeah.
closest you're gonna get.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was sad, but I'm glad all this is now finally kind of wrapped up.
Yeah, I mean, it's-
One thing that's bothered me now that happened actually the day of the memorial, it was announced.
yeah.
His wife is suing the pilot
Oh.
and the company.
Why?
And I'm like, dude, your
Why?
husband definitely pushed for him to fly. The
Yeah.
pilot wasn't like, come on, we could do this, Kobe.
Right.
Kobe was like, dude, I got to get there. Is there any way you can get us there?
Come on.
You know, like, and you're going to sue, like, you need the money. Like, honestly, like, you need the money for this. Like, what is the victory here? Like, now I look at her and I go,
Why?
after all this, like, I felt so bad for you, and now you do something like that to a regular person that, you know,
Didn't he die? The guy?
Yeah, he died.
So you're assuming
his family, whoever's, you
Why
know,
would you-
and the helicopter company.
why?
I'm not to be
That's
dick,
not-
but they
that's
should have
not
been
good.
smart enough to fucking drive if there was so much
But
fog.
and that's my point. Like Kobe was definitely the one saying, "No, you
Yeah.
can do this. We got this." You know, or at least saying, "Do you think you could do this? Because we got to get there." And the guy, it's Kobe Bryant, so you're gonna be like, "Yeah, I can fucking do this." You know, like you want to make him happy.
Of course.
So like he was in a position, I'm sure that he couldn't
Yeah.
really say
Want
no.
to make Kobe Bryant happy like everybody else.
And
would
then
try?
guess what? He says no, and Kobe finds a guy that does do it, and now you don't have a job with Kobe anymore.
Yeah.
Like that guy to do that. I think that's kind of not kind of. It's really fucking shitty.
Yeah.
It's really fucking.
How do you know
shitty.
they weren't friendly? Like it's like you driving.
They
your
weren't.
friend,
This
be
guy
like,
was
"Yo,
his
I'll
regular
drive."
pilot.
Yeah.
They flew together tons of times.
I'm
Yeah,
saying,
that's
like
not
you
right.
don't know, like it's your friend. Like I could drive. No, you can't. Yeah, all right. You're gonna trust his word.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought that came out, and I was like,
Yeah, but she wasn't even really
People-
crying, was she?
Oh,
Jason
yeah.
Kelly said people grieve in different ways. Hopefully, maybe she'll drop it and maybe just go about it differently.
I hope so too.
So
She grieves. I know they grieve in different ways, but like, what's the sense of fucking suing somebody that's dead?
Yeah.
And they all died in it. Like everybody lost somebody.
Now that guy's wife, if he's married, has got to deal with this
Yeah,
shit.
come on.
You know what I mean? Like, come on. You're Kobe Bryant's wife. You're a fucking a millionaire
Need
100
more
times
money?
over. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? What are you doing? That's cold, man.
Yeah.
That's fucking cold. All right. Put the graphic up, Rich. You know the fucking graphic, Rich.
You know his birthday.
Fucking.
You know his birthday it is today.
Woo! What
That's what it
fucking guy do we always fucking put the graphic up because little baby boy, little Hollywood's charity case, at least in my fucking opinion, because this kid doesn't deserve a fucking thing. Fucking Pete Davidson. fucking Pete Davidson. He's got a new stand-up special out on Netflix. I listened to about half of it. Didn't laugh once. But he's going on his tour selling this thing. And it's also the first joke on his shitty fucking special where he's shitting all over Louis C.K. and saying, good, I'm glad that happened to him. Because when Louis was at Saturday Night Live, Louis apparently went to Lorne Michaels and was like, yo, that kid smokes a lot of fucking weed. You know, now, in Louis' defense, like, first of all, kind of a dick move on Louis' part. I'll give him that. Kind of a dick move.
What do you say?
He went and told Lorne because he's seen Pete and smelt it, and he was like, yo, this kid smokes a lot of fucking weed. Like, what are you doing with this kid, you know? Like, kind of like he seems like he's a liability type thing, like that type of thing.
Okay.
Now, you know me, I'm pro-weed. Fuck you, Louis. But in defense of Louis, you are at work. Like, you're working. You know what I mean? I know it's Saturday Night Live and all, but you are working.
I actually
Wait, so he told the people at Saturday Night
He told
Live?
Lorne Michaels, not just the people.
I was listening
Lorne
to
Michaels
an
is the
interview
top
other
dog.
day, and they had and a girl was on Saturday Night Live that was on there now. Some I don't know, the black lady. I don't know her name.
I know who you're talking about.
And they said that it's just smoked. It's always fucking smoked out over there.
But like,
always, they know. He don't even say it. You don't care.
No, they used to do. Well, that's what in part of Pete's joke. He's like, Lorne said to me, because Lorne kind of blew it off to him. He's like, yeah, no, Louis was kind of complaining you were smoking weed. He's like, people used to do coke here, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but now Pete's going on this whole like, fuck Louis C.K. I used to look up to him, but you know, not no more though, not no more. What he did to those women was terrible, you know, and fuck him. I'm glad his downfall's happening, and really just like smiling and laughing about Louis' fucking shit. Now, again, we've talked about Louis' shit before. What he did was creepy, but the girls were all there very willingly. Like, they could have walked out. He wasn't forcing any of them. He didn't grab any of them. He didn't touch any of them. He said, let's go back to my hotel room, went there, and then asked them, do you mind if I jerk off in front of you? Okay? He didn't just whip his dick out and start doing it. Okay? So, again, is it a weird thing? Yes. Whether maybe the girls in positions where they felt they had to say yes, possibly. But what Louis did is not fucking anywhere in this whole Me Too movement. He's got a weird fetish, and that's what we're fucking penalizing this guy for.
But I don't like the fact that he went and told. That's just
again,
weird.
I agree with
sure
that.
This is how it.
This is what Pete's saying. Maybe we'll get Louis' side of the story.
Hopefully we will, because him doing that, I can understand why this kid wouldn't like Louis anyway.
Yeah,
I agree, and I said that before. I agree that it was kind of dickish, but you are at work.
It doesn't matter.
Be
It's
a
not
professional.
It's not his call to,
I know.
to tell his boss.
You're
that.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It's
if
definitely
we get the whole thing out, and then we but if this is the way it is, then Louis a fucking asshole.
There's probably more in the story.
Oh, there's gotta be. There's gotta be. But the fact he opens his Netflix special with this story.
Yeah. Supposedly, everybody on that show picks on this. Thing.
If he opened, then
seriously,
maybe Louis will come back and stand up for himself and explain what happened. Then, I mean, if it draws enough attention.
But his special, for one, all right. You want to talk about? Well, of course it does. Of course it does.
How much did you watch of it?
A good portion. I could tell you right now. Let me pop on my Netflix. It'll still be where I left off.
Okay.
But
because if it's like 5 minutes, I mean.
No, it was like 20 minutes, half hour at minimum.
Okay.
He's got this one bit where he talks about how he takes care of his friend financially, which, thanks for throwing that in my face, Pete, if I'm his friend. But then proceeds to go 49 minutes I watched.
Okay.
I listened. I didn't watch. I was at work, so I was listening. I'd be like, dude, why the fuck would you make this very public? But then he's like, now my friend had a baby, so basically I'm a father. That's what he says, right? So then he starts talking about all being a dad type stuff, and I'm like, but this isn't your kid. Like, this is now weird. So then he goes, I'm sitting on the couch, and the kid was teething, and he stuck my fingers in his mouth. And I left him there maybe for a little bit longer than I should, because at first I was like, no. But then I was like, ooh.
What?
And I was like, what the fuck? You're talking about an infant sucking on your fingers and you finding it some kind of way sexual? Like, is that what we're supposed to get from this?
No.
Yeah. Right? So that's one of the jokes. I only have a couple things that I wanted to mention, really.
Yeah.
His suit that he's wearing, there's a flood coming apparently in the concert hall he's in, because his pants are like this short from his shoes.
Really?
Yeah, like
a
your
new look,
sweatpants. Like your
That's a new
sweatpants.
look.
It looks ridiculous.
I don't-
And then he laughs at himself constantly. He thinks he's the funniest fucking guy.
Yeah.
Oh, is he laughing at himself throughout this whole
He
fucking
says
thing?
that in chuckles or whatever. I
Yeah,
have to watch this.
it's not good.
This tragedy.
And then still lives with his mom in the basement of the house that I'm sure he paid for.
Really?
Yeah.
He's weird. Dude.
Like, what the fuck kind of weird shit is because he's a fucking. I get it. You lost your dad in 9/11. It's a very tragic thing. You know, I would never tease him on that part, but grow up. Like, you have the world handed to you, and you're being a fucking little like child douchebag.
Yeah, he's a little
like,
shit.
Like, take what you have and fucking appreciate it and run with it. Like, he's in and out of rehab every fucking 3 months.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe on his own, he's gonna be that's a downfall.
suicidal. Yeah, he'll probably kill
Like
himself.
done.
But like, again, you can't. When it comes to depression, there's really nothing you can do. And if that's the case, then of course you feel bad for a kid like that. But don't be a stand-up comic then, because you're in the wrong industry, dude. You need a
Yeah.
thick skin, especially a New York stand-up comic. Like, what are you going to go to the cellar and think you're not going to get made fun of, or you walk in with those pants and fucking Keith Robinson and Jim Norton and Patrice O'Neill aren't going to fucking tear you to shreds for the next 3 hours? Like, that's what it is. Like, as a comic, people are either going to laugh at you or not laugh at you.
If he does nothing, if he does never does anything again, do you think he's like well set off?
No, Saturday Night Live doesn't pay that well. And he's got a movie coming out that, I'm hearing decent things about it, and I'll watch it. But a lot of this is pity party for Pete, because of what he went through as a child. And that sucks, like I said. It's awful. I lost a parent. It's the worst thing ever.
Now, what about what do you think is happening with this pity party with the dwarf? Is that a scam?
I don't know. Because the soccer team still brought him out.
Okay.
I don't think it is. Because
this
they
little
would have looked
dwarf-
into it before they made asses of themselves.
This little dwarf is on camera crying, and his mom is, recording it, saying this is what bullies do, and this
And
is
not
the
just
after
not just
effects.
crying. He's going, "Give me a knife. I want to stab myself and kill
Yeah.
myself. I want to die."
Usually, you make fun of like that, and you were like,
I even
"Oh,
wrote
what
it
the fuck?"
because you know what? Like that fucking other kid the last time, like we all knew right off jump. Nah, that fucking googly-eyed fucking. It ain't fair. Why do they do this? Remember that fucking kid? I
Yeah.
forget his name. It was like Colton or some weird shit.
Yeah.
But like what mom would videotape their kid doing?
A mom that wants to set an example and go, "This is what bullying does."
Yeah, I think she just wanted cash.
I don't know, dude.
I think maybe like
But you don't know if that's going to go viral. Like, you don't know it's because
Yeah,
think of how many
nobody
people do
knows.
it. Like, yeah, he's a dwarf and he's got a little funny accent from Australia, so it's more appealing. But you don't know. You know what I mean? It's not like the mother goes in there like, this is going to go viral. We'll make a shit ton of
And
money.
he has like a thing that he's an actor.
So what?
No, I'm saying like he's not like he has money and.
He doesn't, though. Like those, there was pictures. Like, any fucking kid takes pictures on Instagram and shit. Like, everyone's like, look at these pictures. And I'm like, bro, people take
I
pictures
don't
like that
believe
all the
that,
time.
yeah.
And
So we'll find that. Well, I guess we'll see if that's
again, if the soccer team brought him out, the soccer team would have looked into it, and they would have, and he's been on other news channels, and they've addressed it, and they're like, that's insane.
It was like the
because
next day though.
But there's a documentary also with him getting his surgery, where it was only a few years ago, and he was like 5 or 6 in the documentary. So it all adds up.
Yeah.
It's just everyone doesn't want a happy story no more, or like everyone's got to.
He's a scam
But,
artist.
but that's what
I think it's a scam on.
that's what the fucking internet has done. Everybody's a skeptic now.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to, like, fuck him. Why should he get this?
Well-
Hey, he's not a fucking dwarf.
Yo, girl, a guy pat him on his head and said you're short, and he gets upset about it. You never had that done
Grow
to me.
some skin. Now, what about what's up? What happened with the Jesse Smollett thing? It's being he's
Yeah,
pleaded
he
not
was in
guilty.
jail. He pleaded not guilty. I mean, he's good. I really hope they throw the book at him. We got another court thing to talk about after him too.
Yeah,
the
we'll
biggie.
see. We'll
the
see what
biggie.
happens with him
I hope
also.
he's found guilty. I hope he gets the book thrown at him. Like I said, he could have started something really
He could've
fucking
started
ugly.
A fucking war.
A race war. Like what he did could have ignited something very
Yeah.
fucking ugly.
That's fucking nuts.
Especially in Chicago.
Yeah.
Especially in Chicago. Like, that was very fucking irresponsible. Let's talk about the other big court case this week. Harvey motherfucking Weinstein. 2 out of 5 ain't bad. Wish it was all 5, fucking fat scumbag. But found guilty, put in cuffs, had no problem walking after that. Where was the walker then? Now, watch the picture. But now, the picture. Now he's having heart problems. He's in the hospital because they were going to send him to Rikers.
Really?
But he's not going to be in Gen Pop. Like, the Rikers has some sort of other, like, you know,
He'll be in like a fucking
a cop wing or a celebrity
hotel.
wing. Yeah. But
Little
yeah,
lean
That guy is such a.
but that's the trick to get out of going to like if you're getting arrested.
Yeah.
If you go, oh my chest, I need to go. They'll take you to the hospital. They'll just hold you there.
Really.
Like that, you don't have to go overnight in the cell or whatever. So it's kind of a little loophole that some people do. If you're a little bitch and you can't do a fucking couple nights in the clink,
Yeah.
you know that's what you do. But he came out, no walker. He was walking absolutely fine. It's like, are you
Fucking unbelievable.
like you're just a piece of shit all around. Fuck this guy. I hope he gets made an example of, and I hope they throw the fucking book at this prick. He's gonna appeal it. What, you don't think they're gonna?
No, I keep thinking about the dude beating off in front of the girls. Like, to me, it's hilarious.
What was that? I couldn't hear you. You weren't talking into the
The guy
mic.
beating off in front of the girls is just hilarious.
Who, Louis? Why is that hilarious?
Because he's doing it because he's probably like he thinks it's gonna lead to something. Like he's pulling his dick out because he probably thinks he's gonna get sucked, and it's not. He's jerking off.
Well, yeah, I'm sure
You know
that's what he
what
was
I'm saying?
hoping. Like, she walks over and goes, "You want a hand with that?"
Yeah.
And then when she doesn't, you
Because
must just feel like such a silly goose, you know? Because now, like, in his head, he's probably going. She'll probably walk over and be like, "Hey, all sexy, you know, you want a hand with that?" Or just grab it and start
When
sucking
this
it.
first happened, we had this conversation, and I said there's girls that like to watch dudes beat off.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
you know, when I was
I do it in front of Jess all the time.
Guy,
I do. Before we fuck every night, I'll jerk off in front of her a little bit. Turns her on. She likes
Makes
it.
noises.
Turns me on too. Because it's hot, you know. But when it's a stranger, someone you don't really know, it's not, you know. Now you're taking a gamble on, you know, like I said, her walking over and being like, "You want a hand with that?" So, but fuck Weinstein. I hope they throw the book at him. You know, the girl he raped was Gloria from Sopranos. You know the one
Yeah.
that threw the meat at Tony? She made the dinner for him and she threw the huge fucking steak at
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
And then she ends up killing herself.
Yeah.
The Mercedes
Yes.
driver.
Yes.
Her.
Really?
What's her real name?
Scarillo, something. It's very Italian. I don't remember it. But
Let's just smack off to her.
you know what, though? Out of this whole case, something came to a light in it. And now Patrice's theory on Mike Tyson's rape is kind of shot. Because these girls, a couple of them said he forcibly gave them oral sex.
Okay.
So, like, it can happen, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, he was like, sit there and I'm going to eat your pussy.
Yeah.
Like, that type of shit. Like, and held their hips, I guess, or whatever he did. But he was forcing himself to be able to eat their
At least
pussies.
he was a giver.
Okay. I mean, he's right.
No, dude. He's a
Sit here, I'm
fucking...
just gonna eat
shit,
your-
I just
He's a
popped up.
fucking disgusting animal.
Creed 3. I don't know what the.
They don't have any details, though. It's just happening.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah, there's no details. There's no nothing.
Every time we air, something
Yeah.
fucking magnificent happens.
I know.
While or after the show.
I know.
We just gotta look for it.
I have a question. Here, I thought of this. I was laying in bed the other night. I'm heading out to Texas in a few months. I'm going to get a limo to bring us to the airport. And as I'm thinking of, you know, planning everything and whatever, I'm sitting there and I ask myself, I go, is it rude to put the partition up in a limo?
What do you mean? Like the whole? Like I don't understand.
Like as a person, you're like, I feel bad kind of doing this, but fuck you, bye.
No,
and
I think like
obviously it's there for a reason, but like I personally have that feeling of like, sorry, but bye.
see, it's not sorry. It's all right. What are we doing here?
But how many times?
Thank you, and then the thing goes up.
Yeah, but how
That's
many
it.
times you get into a limo? How many have you been in a limo?
Yeah.
So how many times you get in a limo and the guy just starts talking immediately,
Okay. Yeah.
and he
okay.
tries to keep conversation going.
No,
You've
no.
never had that before?
No.
I've had that before where I'm like, dude, like now you're putting me in a position where like, you know what I mean?
Now I gotta roll this.
Yeah,
thing
but they're
up
probably
on
doing that because you maybe look shady and they want it.
I'm usually with like, you know, my
I'm saying I
chick.
thought you meant when you were a kid, like younger with like, you know,
I
No,
don't know.
things going
not
on.
a thought.
I always feel weird though doing it though, like because it's like I know I'm on no status, trust me, but because I'm the limo, you know, rider, like you know, and you're the driver, it's like now I'm like, okay, peasant, enough of you.
Yeah,
You know,
just-
like
yeah.
no matter what your intention is, like that's just like in my head how it comes across.
course.
Like
Yeah.
I don't want to hear from you for the rest of this ride.
Yeah, you work for me,
Yeah.
asshole.
Yeah, and as a working class guy, like I feel just like dickish doing it no matter what.
Yeah, but he's not your boy, so
I know.
You know, the window's got to go up.
It does though, right? Like like I shouldn't feel bad about it.
No, you're working. I'm having fun. You know, there's
I went
times
to
where
a prom.
I have to
fucking-
work.
You ever
It-
bang
know.
one of those things?
What?
Limo? No.
No.
I've never been
You?
in a limo.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
What happened?
That was one of the proms I went
Who was
to.
the lucky guy?
Yeah. What was his name?
I don't remember. It was years ago.
Did you come in his ass or mouth?
No, I don't remember. I was 6.
You
I
were
had to be
catching.
18.
He was catching.
Yeah.
19. I was out of high school.
That's hot.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah,
That
my
is.
dick sucked by some kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some guy.
No, I went to
kid.
some
I mean,
fucking
girl,
girls. But,
chick.
I was when I went. I got
Partition had a hole in it.
fuck. Like a fucking.
John was like jackpot.
This dude was banging it for now. Just banging some girl on the thing.
Oh, you both were in the.
Yeah, but it was like we weren't like naked next to each other. We were like on the other.
What'd you like? Put it through your underwear hole?
No, I can't remember. It was so.
No, you remember. How'd you? How? What do you mean you weren't naked? So you put it through your underwear hole or
no, I
awkwardly?
did have my pants down. Dude, I'm fucking 43. How to be on 19. Oh God! One side, and they had blankets. So she had like a blanket, and they're like, I don't know, they were banging, and we were just fucking banging. It wasn't like we're sitting there like It wasn't like
I feel like he backed himself into a corner. There's more to this, and he's not open.
No, I swear, I would tell you if I had like
Yeah.
a 4. I don't even. It don't consider it anything.
But now there's
None
a
of us
blanket
touched.
involved. Yeah.
Well,
like
there
we-
was blankets.
But no, we started asking questions about you had your pants down, and now all of a sudden
no, my
there's
pants were
blankets and
probably. I don't, dude. I
They
can't
built a
remember.
makeshift curtain all of a
No,
sudden.
there
You
was
don't
a
mean Michael
fucking. There was
Jackson's kid, right?
blankets. What?
You don't mean Michael Jackson's kid was there, do you?
You a fucking blanket?
Blanket was there.
Oh, you know what it was? The girl was Jewish, and you know how some of the Jewish people.
No,
you
there
gotta
was.
fuck with
I
that
had a
sheet?
blanket or something over. We had like they had cleaned the clothes and shit. They were sleeping out. They had like a whatever. I don't remember.
What
the
was this?
fuck.
This was a prom.
Yeah,
Whose prom?
it wasn't my prom. It was some girl's prom.
What kind of
I don't
watch you
remember
got?
the fuck
What is
her
that?
name.
So
Is
she
that a-
was. So
is that
she
a
was
smartwatch?
potentially 17.
Maybe. No, she was older than 17, 18.
Is that a smartwatch?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
What do you do on that watch?
Yeah, it's a text.
On the watch?
It don't even work half the time.
Do you answer your phone calls on there too?
If I sometimes
Can you talk into it?
Yeah.
Like fucking.
the truck's so loud.
You're like Dick Tracy?
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
Start my car.
Does it really start your car?
No.
Why not?
I might. I don't know. I don't think this one does.
Oh,
There's an app on your phone. You got to get like something installed though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine's got electric start. I
like
can probably
Kit
do it.
from
Yeah.
fucking Knight Rider. You could do everything from your.
I love when I walk into my truck because I can be keyless in my hands.
Yeah.
And as long as my key's in my pocket, when I walk up to it, it automatically unlocks. So it's all like magic and shit. Like I just walk up and just grab the handle. I don't have to do nothing. It just unlocks for me immediately.
If you had a watch that started your car up, would you do it?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Rock.
I don't see the point. I mean, I guess if I was like warming it up in the morning, yeah, that'd be convenient.
Yeah, Nick. But if you're at work and you want to look like big time, and you're like, hold on, I gotta stop my car.
Big time.
I don't know. You know.
How is that big time? Everyone's got a smartwatch nowadays.
I don't know.
What are you, fucking Tupac in '96? They're jealous of me because my cell phone, my mobile phone,
Activate the turbo boost.
right? They get jealous when they see you on your mobile phone.
Yeah.
That was the line.
What do you guys know about this shit?
Yeah.
I'm stop my
Yeah,
car for my
Rich.
watch.
Trying to
watch.
actually
Everybody's
think
like,
about-
holy shit, did you see John? He started his car with his watch.
Oh yeah.
He's the bee's knees, man.
He's got it.
Watch out for Fonzie over there.
It's just a watch. It starts. Just a watch that starts my car.
Yeah, that's
I
all.
just walk into work every day saying that.
No big deal. I
No big
can
whoop.
stop my car better than you. No big deal.
That's it. Hold on. Did you got anything? Anyone got anything before I go to the list here? Anyone want to talk about
what's
anything?
Up with, dude, the coronavirus. Anything?
I don't care about that.
No?
We forgot to bring something up for weeks with something that happened with you. The kid who came in cut his own hair. What was the story there?
What do you mean?
There was a little boy a few weeks ago. I've been meaning to bring this up for weeks. This kid came in patches all over his fucking head.
Yeah.
What was the story there? Obviously, the fix was just, skin fade pretty much.
Yeah.
Like,
Him and his sister thought it was a good idea to trim the hair. And
What did the sister look like?
Well, they're in their 20s.
the sister was probably like a year or two older than him.
Oh, so
they
she went
older?
first. She cut him first.
Yeah,
No, they were
they
like
just-
the kid was no older than 5.
Yeah, he was like four or 5 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah. So the sister went first, cut him.
Yeah, they're all cutting his hair, and he just looked like he had alopecia, you know, and he had fucking long hair, and then
What
underneath
was-
that was shaved on like the top of his head, so there was no going back.
Who came in, mom or dad?
Mom?
All right. Now, what was her expectation? What did she say? Like when she came
knew,
in,
she knew what I had to do.
she did.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Yeah,
Because
she-
sometimes parents will be like, "Can you know?" And it's like,
Yeah.
"No, lady, this is
No,
done.
this
Like
is-
you're going skin. That's
Yeah,
it."
Yeah,
Like,
he's got no fucking hair.
yeah. You
No,
fucked this up.
I took all of it off, and she knew it was what needed to be done.
It was Endgame. It was the Thanos snap,
Yeah.
and it was
So,
all gone.
yes.
That's awful. Oh.
You ever get your money from that kid?
No,
No?
no. He still he fucking. I was talking to him when I left here, and he said he was gonna stop by, and then fucking he never stopped by or nothing. So,
Hey, Rich, you like this guy?
No, but if I see
How,
him,
how much does he owe you?
$60.
So he's out of your life for $60,
Not
Rich.
good enough. Not good enough. No, if I see him, I'm turning him upside down from his
Louis
feet,
Thumbs.
and I'm gonna fucking shake the fucking money out of his pocket.
You should.
He won
Old
the
school.
lotto, so.
Like it's fucking the little rascals.
And after he tells me that he won the fucking lottery,
Yeah, like what lottery though? Like
that
that
doesn't matter. You tell me you won the fucking
not
lottery,
paying rich
and then you,
Yeah,
and then
right?
you don't, and then you don't fucking give me my fucking
it was
money?
enough to be like fuck Rich. That guy's a fucking punk bitch. He ain't
No,
getting 60
now I'm gonna
bucks.
fuck him up.
Man, he bitched you out, bro.
I'm sure I
The
got
fucking the legend gets bitched out by a young buck.
Now I'm gonna fuck that guy
He
up.
fucking played you like a fiddle, my
I'm
man.
gonna open your asshole off for that 60.
You should.
Yeah.
You should just like aggressively
Fucking
stick
can
your dick in
opener.
his mouth,
Oh
but
my
be
God.
like, this is for my 60. I'm not doing this sexually. I'm doing it just to show you that I can.
Yeah.
All right. I don't even want the money now. Like
What-
this is just for the purpose of
Would
it.
just fist him?
Yeah, just to let you know that if I wanted to,
You
I
should-
could just fuck your mouth if I wanted
If
to.
he comes to your shop, you should take him in the back and like whisper. Now I'm gonna fuck you for this.
You grab him. You grab him right back here. You grab him right back here, Rich.
I'm gonna
and you
fucking jerk off.
bring him in
all-
close.
Yeah.
And you go, I'm gonna fuck your ass
Yeah.
so fucking hard right now.
You know
gonna
what?
Fuck.
I'm gonna give you 40. I'm gonna fuck your ass.
Your
And you're like,
fucking
"What?"
mouth and asshole.
He's gonna be like, what?
Your mouth and asshole are gonna be so fucking sore when I'm done with you.
Wait,
I'm gonna-
why? Wait. This is weird.
I don't want you.
Wait, how am I getting a boner from all this?
You just you're fucking the 8 inches soft, so you just mush
literally
it in.
Just literally let him come to your shop. Go, oh, talking about. And then just
And
sit
rape
down.
him?
No, just pull your dick
It's
out. And be like,
$60.
you're gonna suck
Dude,
my.
you know what you do? You know, like a eat like a pudding pop before it and use the stick as like a splint.
Yeah.
And that'll just keep your dick at least. You know, you don't have to get hard. It'll
This
just
is
keep it
really
straight
weird.
at least.
I never knew about raping somebody.
It's
for
double
60
now, but
bucks.
it's double now. But
Oh,
what's his name?
I'm gonna open your fucking asshole up now.
Yeah.
Now
like
you're gonna get it, Johnny.
like a
I
can
want to
of
see it
tuna.
puckering. I want to see that shit puckering at
Now
me.
you-
$60.
I want to see it
120,
puckering at me like the
Take
Audrey
it out.
2 in fucking Little Shop of Horrors when he wants
I'm gonna
blood.
open up your ass like a can.
the lips.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do to you.
Oh my god.
Open you up like a can of tuna.
Oh man, this is fucking weird.
John, I gotta like. What is the problem with talking into the mic?
Like this.
Yeah, I know that's not into the mic though.
You heard me.
No, you know how many times I get people telling me they can't hear you on a weekly
Guys talk.
basis.
It's loud.
No, and then I listen to it and I go, yeah, I can't hear John either. So if I wanted to listen to it in my office, I can't because he's too low. So when he talks and then we go back to us, we're mad loud.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
Did
I'm
you-
constantly fucking with my
Did
mom.
you hear me on your talk on there? Well, let's do this one.
Like,
Now you
Dick,
just talk-
some dick's gonna be like,
is it
no.
because like you got this Steve McQueen thing going on? You're just so cool that like you just
Yeah.
like fuck the rules, man.
That's me.
You know, everyone who does this talks into the mic. I'm not doing it. I refuse.
Yeah, Steve McQueen.
Now it's personal.
Exactly.
Oh.
Draw a little blood.
What is that thing when you pull the asshole inside out?
Cauliflower?
No.
No, gaping.
No, not
Oh,
gay-
pink sock.
Yeah,
You
what
pink
is it-
sock
What is
'em.
it called again?
You pink sock.
No, yeah, I know, but it's
Oh,
called
like the
something-
medical term? I don't fucking know. Your asshole falls out. I don't fucking know. Whatever. I'm not a doctor.
Prolapse.
Oh, prolapse asshole. Yes,
Yes.
yes. There you go. Look at you pulling out the big word.
Now I'm gonna prolapse you.
Yeah, that's it. And I'm going to take pictures and send them to all your family members.
Yeah. I'm gonna send it to your mom.
Yep. And be like, this is what happens when you owe me $60.
You owe me $60, and now I prolapse your asshole.
60 fucking singles, and this is what happens.
Now you're gonna get the cum.
You know what? No one will ever do that again. Or they will because they want it. You know? They're like, all it takes for Richie to tear you out is $60.
Just let him give you $60. He'll fuck you.
Yeah, he'll fuck you silly.
I'm giving $60 out to everybody.
That's it.
I'm
I
fucking everybody in
guarantee
the ass.
I bet you one of these douchebags are probably jerking off right now in the fucking chat.
He is. He's just, I love
What
this.
weirdos jerking off in the chat?
Always laughing all the way to the fucking bank.
Where's Hinkle?
That's what he's doing.
Hinkle's jerking off.
He's
right
laughing
now.
all the way to the fucking bank, Rich. That's what he's doing. All right, we're almost at the end here. I wanted to see. Well, go ahead.
No.
No, go.
Hinkle, I'm going to tell you, Hinkle, how many times do you think Hinkle beats off to that,
Goldie?
Goldie.
All day,
all day,
every
dude.
day.
He had this shirt that's solid.
Josh, we got to have a
Oh my
talk.
God.
We got to have a talk, Josh, because you're talking about losing 50 pounds, and what you're doing is not going to work. It's not going to work.
What's his plan?
Like, he went in there today, and he said he lost 2 pounds just today. I'm like, what were you, in the sauna cutting weight? Like, you just do the elliptical, Josh. You got to do more than just the elliptical. I don't know if you have any injuries, so if you do, you know, we could talk to Mark and figure something out. But if you plan on losing 50 pounds, for one, your diet's got to change drastically.
Yeah, huge.
Drastically. Okay? For two, you can't just do the elliptical. You have to do more than that. You have to. And you're only doing it for an hour. I don't know what it's speed. And I'm not trying to pick on you. What you're doing is great, and it's healthy for you, and I love it. But if you're planning on losing 50 pounds and you're really going to take this serious, what you're doing isn't going to work.
Yeah, you got to raise and lower your heart rate. You got to fucking shock the system. You got to diet. You got to go at this.
You're going to have to lift a little weight, too.
Yeah, because you have just loose
cut out
skin.
your
Yeah,
sodium.
you don't want to just lose the weight and then have 50 pounds of loose skin, dude. You got to tighten up, too. You're going to have to start lifting weights. If you want, again, you know, talk to Mark, and Mark will give you a little regiment that you can go by, and he'll hook you up. Hit him up on Twitter, and I'm sure he'll gladly help you, brother. But you got to do more than the elliptical if you're serious about losing the 50 pounds.
There's got to be, like, in his gym, a fucking
weight bench or something.
Personal trainer.
No, he goes like the Y or something.
Yeah.
Josh is, you know, his funds.
from
His
fucking-
funds.
No,
are,
no,
you
no.
know-
I know. I thought he was going to a regular.
The guy that owns the gym has fucking no teeth in his mouth. It's in Pigeon Forge.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
So-
these guys are hillbillies.
And again,
bro.
I'm not putting you down in any way, Josh. I love the fact that you're out there doing it every day. I really am. I'm very proud of you. But if you're serious about losing this 50, dude, you got to do more than that. All right. I don't know
It's
if
not
anyone's
just jerking off the Goldie.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone said it to you, but you know, if they didn't, you know, of course, Super Ugly's here to give it to you the way it is. Last thing I wanted to get into, because you know what, as much as you know, we don't do politics, and this isn't a political thing. Trump just threw out this little thing about the Best Picture winner being Parasite, a South Korean movie.
Yeah.
He was like, "What's that about?" He's like, well, "Why is a South Korean movie winning Best Picture? Like, don't we have Best Foreign Film?" And he's right. We have Best Foreign Film for a reason. Like, an American film should win the Oscars. It's an American award thing. Like,
Yeah.
BAFTA is the British awards. I think, you know, as far as that goes,
Wait,
like...
Trump said this?
Yeah.
I don't think it's. How do you figure that? Say if
what,
like if
people
a
had-
black
people
girl
had a
wants
problem with it?
Miss America, then they Miss Black America.
What do you mean?
Like, how can you say that?
I just think that the Best Picture... I mean, it doesn't have to be... It should be
You know what? We have our own. We premiere.
You know what?
and-
No, but as I'm saying it, I sound like
You
a
know what I'm
fucking
saying?
jerk off. The best movie is the best movie, whether no matter where it comes
Yeah, that's
from,
what
what
I'm
language
saying,
it's
like-
in. You know what? I sound like an idiot. I'm sorry. I retract everything I said prior to this. Fuck that. He's a moron for saying that. If it was the best movie of the year, I didn't watch it yet. But if it was, then you know, fuck it. Why should it have to be just designated to best foreign movie? If it's better than best foreign movie, and it can be a contender for best movie of the year,
Unless
it
it sucks.
should be.
Dude, some of the
Then
best
it
shit
wouldn't
you
be
watch is
nominated.
fucking kung fu when you were a kid, right?
Yeah, but they're not winning Oscars though. You know.
No, you know what I mean.
But I kind of understand where he's coming from with that old school mentality. But
America,
you sound like a
America.
fucking idiot. Yeah, like that's too rah America. Like the Oscars, it's a movies award is different. Yeah, fuck
Yeah, but
him.
now we gotta watch subtitles.
So what?
He's right though.
No,
Yeah, but like America's
no.
supposed to be with everybody, not just fucking.
No, I
you
know,
what
but
I mean?
everybody
It's
that
like-
speaks English.
No, but again, we're a melting pot, Rich.
We are. I know. We
You know, so you know what? It does. As I was saying it, I'm like, you know what? I sound really fucking stupid saying this, and I'm glad I said it out loud and realized my error. So,
error your ways.
Yep. See, we learn here. We like to teach and learn here on the Super Ugly Show.
And correct.
Yeah, and
each other.
That's it. So that's it for us tonight, guys. We're going to wrap it up here. Stay tuned. Unfiltered Marriage is up next. If you're listening to us again on the brand or you're watching this on the brand, we're live every Tuesday night starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go to YouTube, search Super Ugly Show, hit subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You'll get alerted as soon as we go live every single week. You can call in, write in the chat. It's a very interactive show. Super Ugly Show, of course, is part of Russo'sBrand.com. We love the brand. For only $3.95 a month, you get over 12 shows a week. Brand new episodes from us, Unfiltered Marriage, Vince Russo, Shane Douglas, Stevie Richards, Bin Hameen, who was on last week. If you missed Bin last week, he was fucking awesome. We had a great time with him. Big shout out to him. Everyone go check out Bin Hameen and support everything he's doing. We really like him. And a whole bunch of other characters are over on the brand. So sign up, russosbrand.com, statementgames.com. Head over there now. Statement Games is where you can place all your prop bets for absolutely free. You can win prizes and you don't even have to spend a dime. Whatever sports in season, there's a prop bet that statementgames.com has for you. So go to statementgames.com right now if you're a sports fucking enthusiast. Opie Radio, of course. We love the Opster. Episode 200. If you guys missed that one, go back. Check out episode 200. Opie was on with us. OpieRadio.com. Had listened to his latest podcast today. He had his brother on and this guy. They ate squirrel and talking about stories of his childhood here on Long Island. Great episode. Loved it. We love the Opster. So go to OpieRadio.com right now. Subscribe to the Opster's fucking podcast. And stay tuned. Unfiltered Marriage up next. See you next Tuesday. Peace.